Let's play Texas Rangers Immaculate Grid only here on the Texas Rangers Clubhouse. Hey there, my name is Jeff Bates. We play the Texas Rangers Immaculate Grid when we can, when it works, and when I have time. Today's categories are interesting. We have a new one from the people at Immaculate Grid. Along the left, it's the Giants, the Mets, and the Angels. Along the top, it's the Cardinals, born in the Dominican Republic, and 2,000 plus hits in a career. So that's interesting, and it became harder than I thought it was going to be because on our game, we add the Texas Rangers. So when they want the Cardinals and the Giants, we add the Rangers to that, which became a challenge when it came to the Dominican Republic. You'll understand as we get to the game. I will let you know as best I can when I knew it in my head, when I had to look it up. Often when we're going 3 teams deep or now in the Dominican Republic, you got to look it up. I don't know where people are born that often. So anyway, it is what it is. Let's start at the top left. The Cardinals and the Giants and the Rangers. This was the easy one. I didn't need any help. He actually had my favorite walk-up music of all the Rangers this year. He came over in a trade with Jordan Montgomery from the Cardinals. He is Chris Stratton. If you're wondering, it's Need to Breathe, one of my favorite bands ever. I've seen them live 3 times. Chris Stratton, you and me are on the same musical wavelength. Anyway, if you don't know the band, check them out. They're awesome. Need to Breathe. Anyway, Chris Stratton, top left, starts us off. And that takes us to the hardest square I've had in a long time. No, I did not know this one. As I was looking it up, it actually took forever. I could only find a couple names. Neither of them are big names. He was a Giant. He was a Ranger, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Yeah, I went with Merkin Valdez. I don't know who Merkin Valdez is. I guess I've heard the name before. He was a Ranger. He was a Giant. He was born in the Dominican Republic. I didn't have many options for you. So, yeah, that's how it goes sometimes when you add Texas Rangers to our game. This next one was easy. Yes, I did know it myself. The Giants of the Rangers, 2,000 career hits. One of the sweetest swings in the history of baseball. Maybe the best. I mean, him or Griffey comes to mind first when I think of sweet left-handed swings. He is Will the Thrill, Will Clark. I use him a lot in our game. If you watch this game, this video, this series, you know I use Will Clark a lot. So that completes the top row, and that gets us to the middle row. He was a Cardinal, he was a Met, and he was a Ranger, and he is a Rangers legend. He is the great Tom Grieve. I've met him a few times. Super nice man. Tom Grieve, I don't think I've used him on our grid before, so I'm excited to use Tom Grieve for the first time here on Texas Rangers Immaculate Grid. This next guy, while it was a Dominican, it was easy. I use him a lot. He was a Met. He was a Ranger. He's Julio Franco. So after the Merkin Valdez, it took me forever. I thought this Dominican thing is going to be hard, but the next 2 became pretty easy. So Julio Franco is center cut today, which takes us to the Mets, the Rangers, and 2,000 career hits. Yes, I got this one too. As you may know, if you're a veteran of my channel, I'm a Dodger fan who moved to Texas. I root for the Dodgers. No, I root for the Rangers first, excuse me. But the Dodgers are my 1A. And Adrian Gonzalez, first pick in the draft. He was a Dodger for a long time. He was a Met for a long time. He started here. Did he start here or did he start in Florida? Early in his career, he was a Ranger. I'm a big fan of the guy. Adrian Gonzalez ends our center lane today. That takes us down to the bottom. He was a Cardinal. He was an Angel. And he was a Ranger. Yeah, I had to look it up to make sure I was right because I didn't remember for sure. Was he a Cardinal? Bobby Bonds, the dad of Barry Bonds. Yes, he was an Angel. You know, I love that 77 Topps set. I remember the Bobby Bonds 77 Topps card. Yeah, Bobby Bonds. I enjoyed that power and speed combination back in the day. He's one of the first ones that brought it to Major League Baseball. I was a fan of his when I was very, very young. Whatever, let's move on. Bobby Bonds is on the bottom left. Now we get back to the Dominican Republic. He was an Angel, he was a Ranger, and he is one of the greats of all time, one of the most fun hitters to watch in the batter's box, Vladimir Guerrero. And I did get this one. You know, I think of him as an Angel and a Ranger, so that was an easy one, and I did know he was from the Dominican. I did look it up to make sure he's from the Dominican, but he is our center cut on the bottom, which ends us on the bottom right. He was a Ranger, he was an Angel, he had 2,000 plus career hits. Couple names here you could go with. I went with Bert Campaneris. Again, I'm a sucker for those 77 Topps. Middle, late 70s sets are my favorite, so I was a fan of his. I played a little shortstop as a kid. He was kind of scrappy. Of course, I looked this one up to make sure he had 2,000 hits. I looked up a bunch of them to see who fit there. So this one didn't come to my head instantly. I don't remember him being a Ranger, to be very honest with you. But Bert Campaneris is somebody that, yeah, I liked as a young man. I'm old. So that is our grid today. Top left to the bottom right, we'll go Chris Stratton, Merkin Valdez. Yeah, no, I didn't know that one. Will Clark, Tom Grieve, Julio Franco, Adrian Gonzalez, Bobby Bonds, Vladimir Guerrero Sr. now, and the great Bert Campaneris. That is Texas Rangers Immaculate Grid for today. Thanks for watching. Let me know. Do you play the game? Did you play it normal? Do you ever play it Texas Ranger, or do you add anything on your end? Maybe you're a Dodgers fan. Maybe you're an Orioles fan. Maybe you just try to get the grid done. Do you look them up? Do you try to do it on your own? It's fun. I actually have 2 ways to play, so sometimes I'll do just one on my own just to see, and it's so frustrating because I usually get 1 or 2 wrong. How about you? Let me know. Today's Texas Immaculate Grid is in the can. I appreciate you, and as always, let's end with Go Rangers. That was the Texas Rangers Immaculate Grid. Thank you so much for watching all the way till the end. I hope you subscribe to the channel, and I hope you watch one of these next videos. Whole bunch of Immaculate Grid on the playlist, and here's another video that YouTube seems to think you might want to watch, and I hope you do. Thanks for watching. Have the best day ever, and Go Rangers.